Okay, my name's Brigadier General Emmanuel Rwashande. I'm the Chief of Civil Military Cooperation, UPDF. I joined the army, the guerrilla wolf army, by that time in 1981. When we joined, when we were still young, we had not reached the age of 18. We were about to 16, 17. When we were selected from our villages and taken to Nairobi to go and attend a course in Libya, where Libya, the president of Libya by that time, Colonel Muammar Gaddafi, has given aid to support the struggle, to support the liberation struggles in Africa. So we went at the first batch of that training, 1981, and we came back in 1983. In 1983, we tried so many times to come to join the bush. The first time we were arrested in Busia, the other side of Nairobi, and we were taken to prison, and after that they were about to hand over. But our external department, who are in Kenya, where was the former Prime Minister, Amama Mbabazi, the Kakwano, Rwakakoko, the late Chirunda Chivejinja, all those, they got our information and rushed to the Vice President. By that time was Chibaki. President Chibaki was the Vice President. And in the morning when we had been put in the cell, we were looking to hear our case, and we were supposed to be handed over that time to the Obata government. So a message came from the Vice President that leave those people. They are not enemies of Kenya. They are Africans. They are running away from bad leadership. They are free to live in Kenya. Don't actually accuse them of anything. Let them come back to Nairobi. So we went to Nairobi. We tried again. We came through Lake Victoria, and we came up to Zira here. And our informers at that time who were waiting for us, the government had known about our coming, and they had deployed along the shores of Lake Victoria. But our contacts, our informers came using the small boat to inform us in the lake that these people are all over, we cannot go, please go back to Nairobi. And we were tired, the situation was bad in Nairobi, we didn't have enough food, we didn't have enough food. So we had nothing to do, we went back. So after going back, this is now taking about 3-4 days, using the Kasmoro canoe to go back to Nairobi. And they could, we had General Taya, who was our commander that time, who was looking after us. He could rush with a small boat, which was a bit speedier than that, which had more speed than ours, to go and get us some bread from Kisumu, from these other areas. And the bread, when the bread, you put the bread and the water touches the bread then gets it gets spoiled immediately. So we stayed without food on an island where we were waiting for him until he brought some bread and we ate, and we went back. This time we stayed for about other 3-4 months without people trying to plan. That was very like people like the Bakurumpaji, people like Njuba, who were planning for us to get the late Kiseka by that time, who were planning for us to come out. Not until they said they came here and got the IDs, the UPC IDs of local government, the chiefs and what. So we had to buy some white Kaunda suits with the red t-shirts inside to the spies that were like UPC use, and that's how we managed to come in. And when we came in, some people were waiting for us at the railway station here. when we came in, everybody boarded his own bus up to the border, and on the border you are boarding on your own, giving money, but you only have a password when you reach here. So people are waiting for us. And we could pronounce the password. Muri wabanange, bagenze. When you say bagenze, that's the man, that means that your person is that one. Then they took us somewhere in a house in Kabaragara. We waited, they waited for all of us who are 97. These Kare Kaihura, Amanya Mshega, Honorable Tom Bitume, and others. We are now remaining, we're about to 4. All those that were in that batch of Libya. I think I'm the only one now still in service who is living also today, is trying to live. So, then at night, our General Chargonza came at night and he picked us in a pickup, and we went. We went to Namugongo. We entered the church. But when we were going, we met a roadblock at Nakawa here. And when we were, and they asked us, do you have guns? And we really had guns down. We were stepping on guns. And he had a pistol. And they said, do you have guns? They said, no. Yeah, the Chargonza said, yes, we have guns. There are very many here. So when the man came, he just gave him money and the man went back. They know how to go about it. They knew the people they were playing with. That's why corruption is a big issue that people should deal with. So the man went, and we continued with our guns, with our vehicles. We had about 4 vehicles. We entered the church of Namugongo, and we entered from this door and got out from the other door. And we went to the bush. Down in Namugongo, there was a camp, which was supposed to. Then after that, we slept there for 2 days. On the 3rd day, we started our movement from here to Ngoma, passing through this all these areas of where this the other areas of this secondary school. No, not Kawe. With here, this one, Namugongo, this Chira, and all. It was a bush. It was not like this. There was nothing there until we crossed Bombo Road. In the morning, we had boys like Kawaga. This Kawaga, General Kawaga, was one of us. Then with other boys who came to collect us. We crossed Bombo at around 5 in the morning. Then we went to our bushes, our areas. Then we went to General Kawaga's place where we found they had cooked for us breakfast. We took our breakfast and continued until we found Muzei and other people in Kanyara. That's why we found them on the 4th day. We found them there. He met us. He talked to us. They told us about the situation. That we were very welcome to come and give a hand. Then we were deployed in 2 units. Then I was deployed into 3rd Battalion, which was commanded by Lete Barhona, deputized by Lete Lumumba. Then we stayed there. Then a few months later, we went to Amai first operation. When in 1983, when we attacked Masindi. That was my first big operation. After that, we attacked Masindi. Going to Masindi, we didn't have guns. They were called commandos to make noise. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, just to tell the other people that we are very many, but the guns were very few. So we succeeded in Masindi. That's why I got my first gun, which I recently handed over because it was getting loose. About last week, I handed it over to get a new gun. But that's the gun I've been with since that time. It was telling me the history of where I have come from. So that's why I had kept it for all that long. Then we continued up to today. Then after there, until we captured power. That's a long story. It's a long story. Up to when we captured power, and me in capturing power, I did not come to Kampala. We had reached Katonga through Mutiana, after capturing Mutiana and Mbende. When we reached Katonga, 5th Battalion, I was selected as a sergeant to go and command 21st Battalion, which was in Fort Potro. Then I took the other axis, the Fort Potro Hoima axis. Then I never came to Kampala. I came to Kampala later, after Kampala had failed and northern Uganda. Yes. The other story is big. Yes. Unforgettable experience is